What's your favorite Thanksgiving tradition? You a pie guy or a turkey guy?
Probably a wine guy. 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 Probably a wine guy.
Viva la Vino! Welcome to Good Morning Football, everyone. We're presented by Intuit QuickBooks. Happy Thanksgiving,
Happy
fam.
Thanksgiving. Best show open ever, Kay. You got me fired up with that vino. Oh, baby. The Vikings-Packers are wine and cheese now.
There you
go.
Hey,
that's
why you watch. Take him as a wine guy.
I thought he was surely a Scotch guy. Give me a Scotch, neat, 3 fingers of Glivets. No, but I like these wines. Classic gets better with age, just like you.
Peter Schrager, Kyle Brown. Nate Burleson, everybody watching. We, of course, wishing everyone a very happy, healthy, and fat Thanksgiving. That's what this day is all about: food, fam, and football. And we've got a huge day of just that ahead, starting with a key matchup in the NFC North, kicking off at 12:30 Eastern, but 11:30 local time there at Ford Field. So let's kick things off on this Thanksgiving Thursday with the
lead.
All right, let's welcome in Stacey Dales and say good morning. She's in Detroit. Good morning and happy Thanksgiving!
Stacey.
Cheers, guys.
Let's talk Mitchell
Cheers.
Trubisky.
Hey.
It's not vino like Zimmer, but whatevs. It's caffeine, which is almost as good. Stacey, let's talk Mitchell Trubisky. Potentially out with the shoulder issue. How are the Lions preparing to face Chase Daniel if that happens?
That's right, Kay. You know, good morning, guys. Happy Thanksgiving to you all. He's still officially doubtful, but we know Chase Daniel is going to be the starter here today. It'll be his 3rd start in his NFL career. It's his 9th season. He's 1-1 as a starter in the NFL. This is what I want to tell you guys. If the shoe fits, wear it well. If the system fits, wear it well. So when you talk about how the Lions are preparing for Chase Daniel, they're preparing for the system. Chase Daniel has played in this system, guys, for at least 5 or 6 years in this league. I talked to a Lions source yesterday, and he told me essentially Chase Daniel has played in this system for at least 5 years. So they're preparing for motions. They're preparing for formations. They're preparing for this high-octane offense, regardless of the quarterback. Sure, Mitch Trubisky moves a little bit more outside the pocket, and Chase Daniel, I talked to him this week, guys. He said, I know this offense like the back of my hand. Mitch Trubisky moves. He's actually the best rusher in terms of quarterbacks in the NFL, and he moves outside the pocket, but he said, I can move a little bit too. So if you're the Detroit Lions, you're preparing for the same system. That's the most important part here today. And by the way, the Chicago Bears believe in Chase Daniel. They love him. You couldn't find a better backup quarterback given the system, again, if you're the Chicago Bears.
If the system fits, wear it well. If the pants don't fit on Thanksgiving, wear stretch pants or sweatpants. It all makes sense today. Stacey Dale's there with the Bears and the Lions. The Bears with a 2-game lead in the NFC North, and that's where we'll stay. And we'll be joined by Stacey throughout the show on this Thanksgiving edition of Good Morning Football. So the Packers and Vikings, wine and cheese. Yeah. They're facing each other on Sunday Night Football. Everybody here is chasing the Bears. Given this news that Mr. Trubisky is still officially doubtful but likely to not play, his absence, how does that affect, in Schraig's words, the ecosystem?
I mean, it's not great, all right? It's a little disappointing, especially for a Bears fan. But here, Mitchell Trubisky is the star of the offense, right? You don't lose your star. Mitchell Trubisky is not the star of the Bears offense, and neither is Jordan Howard or Cohen or Robinson. The star of the Bears offense is the Bears offense. It is different. It is unique. And I think the star of today is going to be Matt Nagy's brain, his imagination, his ingenuity. The little taste of we got from McVay and Reed the other night, we're going to see that in Detroit today. And to bring it to the Thanksgiving table, I look at the Bears this way. Would you really miss the turkey that much if the sides were that good? The Bears got great sides. I'm telling you, Cohen and Howard are little Smokies and Al Grottons. I could fill the whole plate with it. You could win the meal without the turkey, and I think that they will today.
Sometimes you just skip the turkey is what you're saying.
You don't even need the turkey. It's a little dry, you know.
What are you saying about Trubisky calling him a dry turkey?
It's a lot of protein. He's a white meat. I like his and everything. It makes the meal better. You don't necessarily need it to win every day.
Well, listen, for me, it's what Stacey Dales was talking about. It's the fact that he's been in this system before. He was with Nagy 3 years at KC, and then he was with the Eagles with Peterson, the same type of system in 2016. So just like Stacey said, if the system fits, of course you're going to wear it well. And to your point, sticking to the theme, it's not necessarily about what you eat when you get to the kitchen. Sometimes it's about the menu. You hear about what's going to be served.
Sure.
You know, we're going to have the turkey, the candy ham, we're going to have the greens, we're going to have the mac and cheese, we're going to have the cornbread, the rolls, we're going to have all these different things. Just like the team they're facing, they have to game plan for the menu. It's everything involved. And we've seen Trubisky have some great games, but he hasn't played well as a passer in some of these victories. Chase Daniels could come in with a little bit less athletic ability and go out there and deliver the ball beautifully in the air. So if you're thinking about Chase Daniels in this system, he might have a passing game that could shock everybody, but it wouldn't shock me.
Okay, so let me put my insider hat on for a second. Reporter, free agency starts. I talked to Ryan Pace and Matt Nagy. I said, let's go over your board. This is back in March. They're like, we need a star wide receiver. They got that in Allen Robinson. We need a secondary wide receiver. They got that in Taylor Gabriel. We need a great tight end. They got that in Trey Burton. And the thing that they harped on, we need that veteran leader in Trubisky's here. We had Sanchez last year. He's not here. We need Chase Daniel. He knows the system. So Chase Daniel was a high priority for them. That said, the question on that screen says, how does Trubisky's absence change the balance of power in NFC North? Is Aaron Rodgers missing a game and everyone's saying, that's the system? Is Matt Stafford missing a game and everyone's saying,
dry turkey, Schrager?
That's the system. Is Kirk Cousins missing a game saying, oh, don't worry, they'll be just fine? What an indictment on the #2 overall pick for us to say, they're just fine. They've got a guy who started 2 games in his career and has been in the league a million years, and they're going to be fine. If anything, Mitchell Trubisky should want to step up, and the Bears should want to embolden him and say, we can't win without this guy. This is our guy. I know Mahomes put on that show. We drafted this guy 8 spots before him. So everyone's saying they're just fine and the system's great and Chase Daniels this and Chase Daniels that. What an indictment on the #2 overall pick a year ago, who they traded their entire future to get. He doesn't matter. He doesn't matter.
This rah-rah
You gonna jump in or you want me to
Chase Daniel couldn't win the job in preseason, but yet now all of a sudden he's win one for the Kipper?
It is a bit of an indictment on him. I see what you're saying, but I don't need this rah-rah speech out of you to Mitchell Trubisky watching
I'm just
somewhere in
saying.
Chicago this morning. We do not need Mitchell Trubisky on the field. They have a 2-game lead in this division. I love the way this team has approached injuries this year with Khalil Mack, with Allen Robinson. I'm going to helicopter mom this thing and like bubble wrap him up. Do not play. It's a shoulder injury. Have we learned nothing from Andrew Luck? Have we learned nothing from some of the other shoulder injuries? Ryan Tannehill playing through a shoulder injury and it getting worse. This is a short week. You just played on Sunday night. It happened late in the game. Rest up. Let Chase do his thing. And I think he will succeed because of the system. Everybody deserves credit in this one. I don't want this. He needs to step up because it's Thanksgiving and there's bright lights.
Yeah, it must be nice having off on Thanksgiving. I don't have it off.
Hey, listen, Trubisky.
I
know we got to move on.
But you got Khalil Mack and Hicks and everything. We can carry you, baby.
I know we got to move on. Don't come into my kitchen barking like that.
I'm just saying. Uncle Strings is here.
Let me tell you this. I got 2 words for you. It's an indictment on Mitch Trubisky. What about the system? I got 2 words for you.
Yeah.
Nick.
Yeah. I got 3 words.
Was that an indictment on Carson Wentz? No.
Aaron freaking Rodgers. He's coming, baby.
So you're telling me Chase is probably going to go light it up. He did it in the preseason.
Probably going to go light it up. That's pretty bold.
So he's probably going to go light it up against the Lions who have Darius Slay back. I get it. Like, I think he'll have a good game. He might rely on the run a little bit. He's a #3 defense in the league to sort of carry him through as well. Are we going to sit here tomorrow morning and have a conversation about Mitchell Trubisky not being that great?
We might be sitting in January saying, wow, they gave a game away to the Lions because they wanted to rest their quarterback. That's what we might be saying.
Peter, maybe he can't go.
That's fine. That's fine.
Listen, we need a Mr. Miyagi. Come on.
Pepto-Bismol, get over here.
Yeah, you're right. It's good.
All right, speaking of backups, wow, huge matchup in Arlington today. The suddenly surging Cowboys looking for a Turkey Day win against the rival Redskins. And here's what some of the key